Hi, I'm Lane with Gray Lane Beauty, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to put together our boxes for our mascara. So what you received is this, and so the first step is to punch out the different holes. There's 8 of them. This side, 1, this side, 2, and then here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that's the step number 1. And it's often really nice to do this in an assembly line. So one person is just punching out holes, and then the next person, you take this one and you start to assemble. So what you're going to do is you're going to take from the matte side to the glossy. And what I mean by that is you're going to bend every location that it has a score in it. So for example, those are the scores here. Then I'm going to take these flaps and just kind of push them in so they're going to be easy to maneuver. These down here, keep going, and what you end up with is this. So it's been bent in all these various locations. So the interesting part is right in here. So when you see the score, like all of the other scores, that means you bend from the matte side to the glossy side. Okay, so you bend like that. And then this one, you bend like that. But then you'll see that there is a dashed line. That is where you're actually going to bend outwards, back towards the matte side. Okay, it'll make sense in a moment. So what you end up with is this, and the first thing that you do is you're going to take these tabs, okay, on each side and move them in, and then move. So you make each of the sides, okay, and then you're going to do the same on the other side. Move it in. It's better to do this on a flat surface, by the way, rather than up in the air. Okay, so that's what you're going to do there. Then the next step is you're going to take one of our ingredient lists, which we're sending to you, and you're going to take the one with the logo on the front, like that, and you're going to put it in the base of the box. Okay, so that's the next step. Then, once you have that, you're going to take this insert and you're going to curve it in to create the place where each of the mascaras, this is for the Discovery size mascaras, can go and be placed inside. So it'll look like that. And then here's what it will look like finally. Okay, this has the mascaras in it. You can see the white underneath, which is the ingredient list that we put in. So that is your final. Now, I actually just did a stopwatch, and I did from beginning to being able to put the box fully together. Yes, there is a dog behind me with the box together, and it took 1 minute and 20 seconds. And you'll get really good at this as time goes on. Okay, so now you've got this box. Then what we will do is we'll put a card in it. So the cards are going to be different. They're going to be more automated that I send to you. This is very personalized. This goes to Jacqueline. Okay, you put the card in, and then you shut the box, and it's really helpful to take your fingers and pull these sides so this one easily slips in. And then you take a sticker, the Gray Lane Beauty sticker, and you make sure that the Gray Lane Beauty is on the top. You take that like that. Oops. And then you push that flap so it makes a nice tight seal. Okay. And then what we do is take the shipping label, make sure that they match the shipping label to whatever card is inside. And you're going to take it, and you see one side of the box has the recycle symbol, the other does not. So the label itself folds over onto the side. You don't want it to fold over onto this side, but rather this side. So next what I do is I put that label on, and I flatten it, and then I roll this over, preferably so they can see the actual tracking number, but they've got the barcode also. And voila, that is actually what gets shipped out. Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm Lane with Gray Lane Beauty, and I am going to show you how to put together a shipping box for a full-size mascara. So first off, this is the box you start with, and where I have the purple, that is going to be a straight edge cut. And it has to be a really smooth cut because it's going to show, and I'll explain that a little bit later. How I do that is I do it with a ruler and a straight edge. And then I make that clean cut. We can talk about how Goodwill will do it. But anyway, so that's the first step. Then what you end up with is a box that looks like this. And slightly different than the one for the Discovery set. But how you do it is very similar. Okay, these tabs come in on the side, and they move up, and then you close the side like, okay, here's one that's closed. And then you do the other side. And voila, you have the box. Okay, the next step is to put one of these ingredient lists in the bottom with the that portion facing forward. And then you take a piece of tissue, and we're gonna put the tissue in the box, and the mascara is gonna lay on it. How I do the tissue, because I think it looks nice, is I try to fold in the corners and kind of crinkle it in a nice way, if that makes any sense. And then I put it in the box, and making sure that those corners don't show. And it looks kind of pretty, a little messy, but in a fun way. It looks like that, okay? And then I go ahead and I take my full-size mascara and I put it in at a diagonal, always with both the Discovery sets and with the full size, making sure that the pretty side with the V, or in the situation with the Discovery sets, that each one of them, you can see those letters. In this particular case, it's a V, a C, and an L. So you want a great presentation for when the customer first opens the box. It's like, oh, wow, I know exactly what this is. And so same with the full size. You want, in this case, the V up, and then you close the box. Oh, you put in the card on top. Then you close up the box, making sure that these holes are kind of open so it's easy to stick these tabs through. You then put on the sticker that goes on the side that closes this, making sure you have the GLB icon on the side versus the bottom. And then you'll slap that label on, and it's ready for shipping. Okay, thanks so much.